Back here on the PAC Sports Network as we continue our coverage on our halftime show, we now have the pleasure of being joined by Bethany senior women's basketball player Kaedlee Potter. Kaedlee, first off, thanks so much for joining us today. Want to dive right into this season and how it's been for you and the team, but also how has the season been for you individually?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think this season so far, our record is kind of a little shaky, but honestly don't think it compares to how much effort and heart we put into every single game. I feel like individually I am having a great senior season and I'm very fortunate that I get to play at Bethany for it.
Well, I know that you didn't start out at Bethany. We'll rewind the clock, if you will, a little bit. You started your career at University of the Cumberlands in Kentucky. What drew you to wanting to start your career there, and then ultimately, how did you find yourself at Bethany?
Yeah, I think what kind of drew me to the Cumberlands was really just I'm from Huntington, West Virginia. It's really close. I'm on that Kentucky border. It really just stood out to me. They were very competitive in AI program, and I just wanted to go somewhere to play basketball and continue my next 4 years after high school. I played 2 seasons there. I didn't really see much playing time, so I was just like, ready for. I wanted a new start. I wanted to finish out my last 2 years very strong, and Coach Lopez reached out to me and. I didn't really know much about D3 basketball, but when she kind of made that call to me and I came, I was really fortunate enough to start playing at Bethany.
What was the biggest transition for you when you went from Cumberlands over to Bethany? Was it something on the court? Or was it more so things off the court, like in school?
Yeah, I think school-wise, I would say I'm a pretty good student. So school really didn't change for me. I think basketball-wise, Cumberland's, I when I was there, we made it to a lot of national tournament appearances, made it to the Sweet 16, made it to the Elite Eight, made it to the Final Four. It was just a really competitive atmosphere, and I think for me, the switch from being over there to here is I really learned to just, understand the game a little bit more. And I feel like coming to Bethany has helped me like really raise my confidence as a player. I didn't think I had great confidence when I was at Cumberland's, which kind of why I didn't play much or didn't have that great stats like I do here at Bethany. So I really think just being able to take back confidence and, have Coach Lopez and my teammates here at Bethany really help me is what kind of helped me along the way.
And you mentioned the winning culture that you were once a part of. How do you feel that you've kind of brought over some of those aspects of that winning style of play over to Bethany over your last 2 years?
Yeah, I think taking that kind of winning culture over here to Bethany, I mean, it's completely different. I think just having that leadership and having that experience is what really helps with this Bethany team is I can just take my experience of what I learned at Cumberland's and really bring it over to the Bethany side.
Well, I know that you've had a great success this season as well as the last 2 years at Bethany as well. Kaedlee, before we let you run, I want to hear from you. I know this is your senior season. I'm sure you want to go out on a high note. And what do you think it'll be that can kind of get you guys into a good PAC playoff position and then ultimately make a run at a title?
I think just staying to our principles and staying as a disciplined team. I think we all just need to stay together as one. Everyone's really good in this conference. I don't think there's one bad team in this conference. I don't care what anyone's stats say or any lineup says. I just think we just need to stay as a team and really just produce as what Lowe gives us and just stay as one.
Well, certainly excited to see how the rest of the season plays out for you and Bethany. Kaedlee, again, thanks so much for stopping by and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's Bethany senior women's basketball player Kaedlee Potter. Stay right there. We'll have second half action of today's game coming up next on the PAC Sports Network.